Hello. In this video, I'm going to explain how to fill in the multiplication table using the grid technique. So this is MyLabs Plus, and this is how they have the multiplication table set up. So the way you have to look at it is that you have to see that you have numbers on top, numbers on the side, and this X here means multiply. So what you want to do is multiply 2 times 8, put the answer right there. 2 times 7, put the answer here. 2 times 12, put the answer here, and so on. Now you could do this in columns. I think it's more intuitive to do by rows. In other words, finish this first row and then go down here and say, okay, well, what is 6 times 8? Put the answer here. 6 times 7, put the answer here, and so on. So there are 4 grids. See, there are 4 questions in this MO6 section, practice section. And so you have to do 4 grids. And if you get something wrong, the system won't tell you what it is until if you keep trying and you get the answer wrong, then it'll tell you. But it'll give you a couple of attempts to see if you can figure it out yourself. All right, so what I'll do is I'll get one wrong myself, if I can recall to do that. I'll get one wrong and then see if you can figure out which one it is. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause for about a second between the answers to these cells to give you an opportunity to come up with the answer yourself. So I'm going to do these. I'm going to finish this and then the next table and the next table, all 4 tables. And then you're going to follow along. Not that you won't know how to do this. It's pretty obvious, right? You just plug in the numbers here. It's to be a refresher on the multiplication tables and to hopefully improve your recall. All right, so what you can do is, let me just see something. You can use the tab button to move from cell to cell, or the enter button. Looks like we'll move from cell to cell. So either way will get you there. All right, so here we go. I'll give you a second before I type in the answer. So we have 2 times 8. 2 times 7. 2 times 12. 2 times 1. 2 times 3. 6 times 8. 6 times 7. 6 times 12. Oops, it's stuck there. Okay, so 6 times 12. 6 times 1. 6 times 3. 0 times 8. 0 times 7. I think you get the message, right? 0 times anything is 0. Okay, let's keep going. 3 times 8. 3 times 7. 3 times 12. 3 times 1. 3 times 3. 7 times 8. 7 times 7. 7 times 12. 7 times 1. 7 times 3. So another thing you could do for your own sake while you're watching this video is maybe hit pause. If 1 second's not enough for you to figure it out, which I understand since you're learning it, you can hit pause before I type in the answer. All right, so let's check and see if this is correct. No, it's not correct. At least one of your answers is incorrect. Boy, they're not being very helpful here. so I don't know which one it is. Can you help me? So put the video on pause, see if you can figure out which cell or cells are wrong, and then hit continue. Okay, so this guy here, 6 times 12 is 72. And I think it's the only one I got wrong on purpose. Yay, all right, so let's continue on. Same procedure for the next grid, but now we have different numbers. We have different numbers. So here we go. So again, I'm going to try to get one wrong if I can remember as I'm going here. So 3 times 7. 3 times 6. 3 times 3. I'm sorry, 3 times 11. 3 times 1. 3 times 5. 7 times 7. 7 times 6. 7 times 11. 7 times 1. 7 times 5. 0 times 7. 0 times anything is 0. 8 times 7. 8 times 6. 8 times 11. 8 times 1. 8 times 5. 4 times 7. 4 times 6. 4 times 11. 4 times 1. 4 times 5. All right, let's check. Oh, I got one wrong, at least. Pause the video, see if you can find the cell that's wrong. Okay, so the one that's wrong, for sure, is this guy. 7 times 7 is 49. Now, maybe I have others wrong accidentally. I don't know. Let's find out. Nope. So we're halfway done. 2 more cells. Hopefully this is giving you some practice in recalling the multiplication facts. Okay. 4 times 4. 4 times 1. 4 times 7. 4 times 11. 4 times 5. 0 times anything is 0. 5 times 4. 5 times 1. 5 times 7. 5 times 11. 5 times 5. 6 times 4. 6 times 1. 6 times 7. 6 times 11. 6 times 5. 3 times 4. 3 times 1. Pretty straightforward, right? No pause for that one. 3 times 7. 3 times 11. 3 times 5. Let's check. Pause the video and see if you can find which cell is wrong. Well, how about this guy here? 6 times 7 is 42. All right, last cell. 5 times 8. 5 times 6. 5 times 11. 5 times 1. 5 times 5. 6 times 8. 6 times 6. 6 times 11. 6 times 1. 6 times 5. 0 times anything is 0, right? 8 times 8. 8 times 6. 8 times 11. 8 times 1. 8 times 5. 7 times 8. 7 times 6. 7 times 11. 7 times 1. 7 times 5. Okay, so for this guy here, there are actually 3 cells that are wrong. And 2 of the cells, it's the same number. All right, so give it a crack, see if you can figure it out. And when you're done, hit the pause button. When you're done, come back to the video. All right, so I try to sneak in the very first cell, but apparently it showed up later. So 5 times 8 is 40. And then over here, 8 times 5 is also 40. Notice the commutative property, right? 5 times 8 is the same as 8 times 5. Also, I threw this 45 just for fun for 6 times 5, which is 30. So I think that fixed everything. It did. All right, so that's how you do these grids. They're there to help you. Okay, so use them to improve your multiplication facts recall. All right, so that's how you perform the multiplication on the grid system. If you like my content, click the like button, post your comments, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.